Back with another video, and today we are going to be learning how to do 90s on console PS4 Builder Pro. And I'll show you guys my settings in case you want to know. So we're just going to go right here. So how to start is you're not even going to want to worry about getting a gun. Unless you're going to fight, then you're not even going to want to worry about that. So I'm just going to hit the zip line and fall down here. So we're going to break this, and we're just going to get a bunch of mats. So don't even worry about a gun. Just build and get a bunch of mats. So I've never done this before, so this is a complete new learning experience for me. Same as it is for some of you guys. So how to do 90s, I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to start slow. So what you do is you go like that, that, and that, and then you're supposed to do that, and once it's just let me try that. Oh, see, so I did that totally wrong. See, like, no, but you're supposed to do it. So, like, so you're still sprinting. So I'm gonna try it slow. You're supposed to not move, so like, you start it early. So you go like this. So you're gonna wanna, oh geez. So you're gonna wanna try to rush out as far as you can. So I'm gonna try like that almost, but you don't wanna stop sprinting. You wanna try to keep sprinting. It's kind of hard. It's really hard, actually. It is a good way to gain high ground, and it's important that we learn how to do this. It's very important, actually, that we learn how to do this, because everybody's getting better at building, and you know, so gotta try to keep up with them. Personally, I used to be a really good builder. I could beat most people. Now I'm just kind of average. So the best way to do this is to just go into playground, but now there's creative, and just go like that. Now, the way you can do a 90 is you don't always have to put a floor, and if that helps you, then you can do that, but if you mess it up, then like that, see? I didn't have a floor to catch me. Like that. You don't have to place. Another thing that the streamers are starting to do just a quick tip here, just for fun. So say you're boxed in like this, right? Sorry about that. I just wanted to, never mind, I messed that up. So we just go like this. Oh shoot, I messed up. So I think the best way to do it is like one swift motion like that. I ran out of maths. And we gonna keep practicing that. Another cool ramp push I want to show you. I don't recommend doing this because it's very costly in mats, but it's called the Dorito ramp rush. And basically, so what you're gonna want to do You don't spam rotations. What you do, you go like this, and you're going to rotate it so it clicks onto that, clicks, and it rotates again, it clicks onto that. So you just want to do that, rotate. Now sometimes you can get it to go really low like that. And that means that you get it and it's very inconsistent, so I would definitely not recommend it now. We're just gonna go back to try and do our 90s. Now this looks like a mouse thing. I can put down the mouse, but as you can see, if you look at my building things, you can see the eye. I'm doing this on console. So for all those streamers that say, oh sorry, that console players can't do 90s, they're wrong, guys. As you can see, 90s are possible, and you just gotta keep practicing. So now I'm gonna be practicing some of my, I'm gonna show you some other advanced building tips. So, for season 7. Well, there's just one thing I want to adjust, guys. There's this new thing called bunny hopping. So what you do right when you hit the ground, just, like, okay, I messed that up. So what you want to do is when you're gliding, right, you have to get it at a good stream path, like this. So when you're gliding, and then whenever you hit the ground, just spam X, and sometimes, as you saw when I did on that hill over there, you'll get little hops, watch. Okay. It has to kind of be done on a flat land, though, so... See that? It's kind of hard. It'd be easier if I get it kind of moving. So I'm just gonna show you. So like, say your enemy is. So you're like. Never mind, I don't know why I built this. So you're down here, right? And your enemy is up here, waiting for you to make a move, right? And you're like below him. You have this weird thing built, like you don't know what you're doing. You think that it's game over. He has high ground. So what you guys can do, if you're on this, you're gonna want to break this, edit that, and you're gonna you come up here and watch this. Oh shoot, I kind of messed that up. So let me show you again. So like. They're above you, right? They're up here. They've got high ground. They've got everything that they possibly could need to win. And you're running low on mats, and you know that you need to finish this fight pretty quick. So what do? You're like, oh no, it's game over, right? You have this here, and you're down here. You don't know what to do. You're turtling up. So what I want you to do, go out here a bit like that. Such an unexpected move, they won't even know what's happening. And look at that, you're already high ground above them. Let me show you that one more time in slow motion. So you're over here, right? Hold on, let me just break this. So let me just show you one more time. So you're up here, right? Like, you're up here, and then you're like, he's waiting for you to make a move, turtle up or something. So to make this, so you don't want to give him any circumstance. So you can jump around like this, place that, and then turn really quick and go like that, and then go like that. Let me break this to show you in a better view. So he's waiting for you up here, right? He's like, okay, when's this guy's gonna make a move? What's he gonna do? He's waiting for you to like turtle up or something. Let me just go a bit higher to show you how this does even work. She's like waiting for you to make a move. Like he doesn't know what you're doing. He's waiting for you to like die or something, like come up on him. So when you're like right here, he's like waiting for you to do something right. So you're like, and then you're just like, okay, I'm gonna die. And sometimes that'll happen, and you're just gonna have to kind of try to fix that out of your gameplay. And try to break this and try it again. So you're under here. And that might happen. So, and then what I recommend doing is you going around here. Oh jeez, I keep messing up. I'm trying this again. So, it only really works if he's like one block over you, right? So, let me go farm some mats. So, right, he is right here. He is like, he knows you're down here. He's just waiting for you to do something. So what you're gonna wanna do the second you see him above you, just wanna go like this. You're gonna run out, you're gonna spin around like this. Oh shoot. It's kinda hard. You can't really do it in one motion. I'm trying to show it to you slow, but it's hard to do it slow. So I'm just gonna show it to you fast. So you gotta do it in one fluent motion. It is quite hard. It's, like I said, it's an advanced tip. Sometimes it's even hard for me to do it. I'm pretty decent at building, so. And bam, like that. And then you can just like build like this. Do the 90s that we showed you. Sure, I messed up. Then you could like get your high ground. He's not even gonna know what's happening. Oh shoot, he's not even gonna know. In a few seconds, you gain so much high ground over him. He's still stunned from like, whoa, and then his first initial reaction is probably, as you can see, you've almost created a perfect turtling zone for this guy. As you can see, like look at this. You almost created a perfect turtling zone. Like all you gotta do, bam, just spin around, and you're out. For the next thing you know, you're already up there. And like you're like, sure, he can just break this, but if he breaks that, you know what happens? Their first initial reaction is normally not going to be able to break something. That's not what their first initial reaction is going to be. Their first reaction is going to most likely be on, okay, I need to get high ground back, and they're not going to think to break. They're going to think, okay, I need to build. And as they're building, you shoot them down first, and by the time that they're already far away, they're like, and then they realize that they could have shot that down, they're already low health from you hitting your shots. Let me show you that again. They're already low health from you hitting your shots. So he's kind of worried now. He's like, so he's got like this ramp built or something. Like he's standing over it. He's gonna try to edit you, and you're down here like, oh no. Like you know that he's about to edit, and you don't know what to do about it. So like you're like, oh, it's game over, man. So you're like run up, and then you're just like, oh wait a minute. Oh shoot, let me throw that there. You're like, oh, wait a minute. Bam. High ground. Then you build those, and then you just laser them right here. Bam, 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 bam. Then you could show him, that you could brag about your 90s to him. Be like, he's not even gonna know what to do, man. Remember, I told you if you like this better, you don't have to build the second one. It's just not a 90, but it works the same. That one kind of messed up. But see that? It does help if you to build the floor. And you're like, he's like down there trying to rush up to you. Now we're gonna go into a really, really hard thing. It's double 90s. Double 90s are really, really challenging. I have never attempted this before. I've attempted 90s, but I've never been successful until right now. So double 90s is basically where you go like this. I'm gonna start out slow. So you build up, you do your first 90 like this. You know, this one for double 90s, you have to have that floor there. And then what you do next, you go like this. Bam, 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 bam. And then that's a double 90, so like this, right? For double 90s, you do have to almost have always the floor there. See, I messed that up. They're really, really hard to do. You kind of have to, like... Now, technically, you could do it without the floor. It's kind of hard, though. It's really nervous. It's kind of... So, like, let me go down here and do it again. So what you do, you go like this, and you're gonna go bam, 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 and you could either do this, just jump, or you could do the normal one. So I'm gonna, oh shoot. I'm gonna place it just, and then you're gonna run up here, and you're gonna go bam, 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 bam. So, every time you try this, I just want you to try to get a little bit faster with it. So now you're gonna go bam, 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 bam. So now I'm gonna get a little bit faster. Bam, 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 bam. I almost had that. If I would have ran out of maps, I would have had that. But as you can see, it's like a really, really, really easy to grade vertical high ground. Now, there are other ways to do 90s that are a lot harder, but they do give you a good amount of high ground. So you could do 90s for like, really ever. Like pretty much you can do just as many 90s as you want. That was an accident. You just have this problem where you kind of place the floor above you. Getting pretty good at single 90s. And now there's maybe one or two more things I want to talk about. So we're going to talk about those now. So there's things in this game, there's hearing, and you could get the best headset, but it's never going to stop. So this person, right, they're going like this, they're being a pro, they're going like this, there's triple ramp, and they got mats for days. And this is you, right? You're over here, you're building up to them, and then you realize, oh crap, I'm on low ground. So your first initial reaction, like, you might pause. So what you have to do is right now, see how they're building this, like this, but like, so let me show you something. So I say you're under them like this, right? And then like this, like they're right above you. Wait, let me just do something. So it can actually be good. So like, now just pretend you ramped up and this is how it happened. So you're like, oh no, what am I gonna do? So the second this happens, what you wanna do? The second you see that floor, you just gotta build a floor, and then use this to your advantage. Normally you'll be able to like go like that. So let me show you. So like your first dish reaction, you're running up, right? Wait, I need to write this for a sec. Okay. So you're running up, right? You're like, okay. First dish reaction, just bam, like that. Bam. And you're just gonna do those 90s that we talked about. So if that happens, you're just going to try to place a floor, like that. Just going to do those 90s that we talked about. Maybe try to do a double 90, like that. And then bam, where they were high ground, they're probably still ramping up like that, and they didn't even know that you're already way up there. Now this would be better with metal, but... So now we're going to go into some playground matches. And...
We're more than just $7.99 large two-time pizza delivery.